Hello everyone, hope you're having an excellent day today. I'm doing pretty good. We're here, it's Friday, we've got some sets to build behind me, and yeah, we've got a couple hours this evening to ourselves. We can get some work done on the backlog, which is something I want to do. There's a number of sets still in my closet that I want to clear out and sort out, get used up, put into the collection, and yeah, so we're going to be working on that tonight. Should be a lot of fun. Different from our usual sorting streams or minifigure sorting streams, building sets is pretty fun too. It's also very easy to do on a live stream because you've got these instructions in front of you. It's great. You know the drill. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started just a second. But let me read some of the comments. We got some of our friends in the chat, and then we'll start to take a look at the sets we have behind me here to build from tonight. We got a couple options for you. We have a poll, and it looks like Castle's winning, but we'll get to that in a second. Grumpy J was here bright and early. Good Grumpy Gold Day, everyone. And how the Grumpy's ever today? Doing good, Grumpy J. Thanks for stopping by earlier. Cross Airborne Customs was here earlier as well, but they said they might not be able to join tonight. And they were interested in seeing the medieval castle. Since Star Wars was not here, I actually pulled Baby Yoda out of the rotation. We'll have Baby Yoda back again at some point. Maybe we'll build that in a future stream soon. We'll see. But let's see, Rob Claxton is here. Good to see you, Rob. Hope you're doing well. What's going on, everyone? I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing pretty good, Rob. Hope you're doing good, too. Lemur Bricks, good to see you, Lemur Bricks. Hey, building the going merry. Yep, we are building and we are merry. That's good to say for sure, Lemur Bricks. Travertine is here. Good to see you, Travertine. Thanks for tuning in. Lucas is here. Lucas Parsons is here. Morgan, thanks for stopping by, Morgan. Always good to see you. Anselm is here. Good to see you, Anselm. Let's see. Member for 19 months for both Grumpy J and Morgan. Congratulations, both of you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Really appreciate you guys. Fat Daddy Bricks is here. Good to see you, Fat Daddy Bricks. Thanks for stopping by. Where's the Nexonites option? So, you and Rob also mentioned Nexonites earlier. I'm trying to find my Nexonite figures. I bought a Bricklink order like a week ago. And I saw that there was a Nexonite minifigure that they had in their store for cheap, so I bought it. It was a little foil bag, actually. It was like $3. I'm like, sure, I'll buy a Nexonite fig. So I've got one Nexonite fig set aside right now. It's Aaron. He's got his goofy-looking crossbow. He looks ridiculous, but I've got this one, and I'm saving it out so that when I do finally find the rest of my Nexonite pieces, I can actually have the crew and put them in big mechs and make a cool mock with it. I'll make Nexonites look cool. I'll actually do that. I know it's a tall task, but it'll happen one day. So Nexonites is going to happen one day. It's a fun idea, I promise you. But in their set form, they're terrible. So please don't, no. Let's not talk about Nexonites anymore. But let's talk about the other sets we have behind me here to look at. Let's start with the one back here. We got the Friends Andrea's Theater School, which is a very fun set. I got this a long time ago thinking that I'd make a Muppet theater, and I've seen other people do a fantastic job of that, and I no longer want to do that. But this set has a ton of great pieces and a ton of great Friends figures, which I want to use in Friends builds in the future. So I want to be able to build this, enjoy it, and then take it apart, because I don't have any room to display it. So that's one of our three options. The other option, which is currently still leading the poll by a bit, is the Creator 3-in-1 Castle, the original one that came out in 2021. So when this came back out, everyone was very excited to see Castle. The set is just on the box appearance. It looks fine. It's a castle. It's got a bunch of great pieces. The dragon, a little lackluster compared to some other dragons we've seen in the years after this set was released. But yeah, you got some good minifigures. I'm not a huge fan of the pirate minifigure being reused here, but I'm not opposed to pirate minifigures because I like pirate mocks too. So yeah, this will be a fun build. I've never built this set. This is one of 3 copies that I own. They're all sealed in the closet, and I figured I would break one out, build it, and be able to accurately judge it for myself. So that would be a fun build. And it will not stay together unless I love it for some reason. But yeah, I've got other more iconic castle sets that are on display, but I don't think this one will make the cut. We'll see. But it would be fun to build it and be able to talk with more experience and education on that set. Third option is Classic Space. We've got the Galaxy Explorer remake. This is a phenomenal set. I have built this before, but I have this one still in my collection. I have another boxed Galaxy Explorer over in my display area that is signed by the set designer, Mike Psyche. So that one is staying sealed forever. This one, however, is fair game, and I would love to build it, have fun with it, use those classic space minifigures. So this one could get built, enjoyed, and all that. So that's the third option. And the fourth option is to do some smaller sets instead, or at least start with these. We could probably begin one of the other sets in the amount of time we have. You have an Island Extreme Stunts Wake Rider set, which is something that I believe I didn't... Did I have this one as a kid? I might have had this one as a kid. I think I did, actually. This is a great fun set, really goofy. It only has like 90 pieces, so it's very small. Twice the size and piece count, we have the Pirates Playground, which is a little gift with purchase that they gave out a couple of years ago now, 2023. So, yeah, this one's from 2002. So, a long time ago for this one and more recent for this one. So that's another option. Let me know in the poll. We'll give it another couple minutes, and then it'll be good to begin building for the next 2 hours, hopefully, because I feel pretty good. I'm not... normally on Friday, I'm exhausted. I'm really tired, but today we're doing fine, so we should be able to get some good building. What set are we building tonight? Yeah, I always use the royal we. It's just me who's building, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the building experience a little bit while you're here. So, technically it's us, I suppose. Let's see. It's a sign, Mark. Yep, it's a sign. Nixonites. Limerick says, Mark, have you seen any sets with paper bags yet? One or two. The most notable example I can think of is I made a Jurassic World, or Jurassic Park, excuse me. It had the Brachiosaurus, and those were in paper bags. So a couple instances I've seen that. I'm not even sure which sets in future will have that. I think it also had the minifigure vending machine had paper bags, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, a couple of the newer-ish sets that I got recently were paper bagged. Not much difference in my opinion. They're about the same. I guess they're easier to tear open. I don't know. So, because the plastic ones can be a little firm if you're trying to use just your hands instead of like a scissors. But Rob Claxton saying hello to everybody. So, what should I share my Nexo with you? Grumpy, keep your Nexonite collection. Enjoy. I have the figures. I know I have those figures somewhere. I do not need any more. I believe I have the entire crew. I just need to track them down in my... I still have a lot of bulk over there, so we should do some more sorting streams in the future at some point. One day for Nexonite build in 50 years in the future. Exactly. It's not going to happen immediately. I have to finish Helldivers, which is almost done over there. I want to finish Spyrius 2, and once those builds are done, we can start talking about Nexonites. However, I want to see Friends, Elves, Belleville, some other fun themes too. So we'll make it happen eventually. So do a 3-in-1 castle. That makes no sense, Travertine, but I think you mean to say do 3-in-1 castles as a build. That's a possibility, but I was thinking of just enjoying one of them tonight. We'll see. Anselm says, glad you're doing this today. I've been having a bad mental health day, and these streams are relaxing. Well, glad to be able to spend some time with you, Anselm. Be able to just relax, watch someone enjoy some Lego. Yeah, sorry about your bad mental health day. We all get those. Last week, I was definitely a little down in the dumps personally, and sometimes you just need to get through it. And enjoying Lego is a good way to do that. And communicating with the Lego community is a good way to do that too. So glad you're here, Anselm. Thank you for stopping by. So, Mark, are you excited for next weekend? Yeah, we have. We'll talk about that as we break open the castle set, because the castle set has won the poll. We'll make sure it's a pretty healthy lead. Yeah, Castle's definitely won the poll, so we're gonna end that. But are we excited for next weekend? Yes, we are, Grumpy. That should be a lot of fun. We've got several conventions. I actually posted about this on my Instagram and Facebook for the first time in forever, talking about the 3 conventions that me and Steven are doing to finish out the year. The first one is, of course, near Grumpy Jay's neck of the woods in Florida, in Orlando, and that should be a fun time. So we're going to be in Orlando, not this weekend, tomorrow, but the weekend, basically a week away. We'll be in Orlando having a great time, and we're bringing a number of good builds. The only new one from me will be the Helldivers build. That should be done no problem by then. So you'll be able to see that. I'll hopefully be able to post some pictures about that around then. And we might do a live stream from the show if there's enough mocks. There wasn't enough at the Atlanta show. That was a pretty small show. But there might be enough in Orlando to make it happen. Let's get these out. Now, it's worth mentioning that this set is way too big for me to do in 2 hours while chatting leisurely with everybody. This is not going to happen in one sitting. So we might just build what we can. I'm guessing roughly halfway. And put it in a bin and save the rest for a part 2 in a couple weeks, because I'll be gone for the next 2 weekends, now I think about it. So it'll be a little break before we get back to regular building and sorting streams. But, you know, conventions are important too. Gotta get those out of the way. So let's get the instructions. It's a lot of feedback, I'm sure, for everyone in these plastic bags. 4, 7, 6, 5. This is bag 1. Bag 2. Bag 1 as well. Bag 4. Good. Alright. I got that organized now. There we go. 12-hour Galador mock soon. So, Googly Greg, thank you for stopping by the way, Googly Greg. Yeah, that is also on my short list of things I want to accomplish. I'm not sure if I want to do that in tandem with Nexonites, or have it be its own thing. We'll see. Because I think it's possible to combine both of them and Shima simultaneously. We'll see. That would be a wild build. That would be something else. Alright, which of these is the first one? Oh, okay. So we have 2 instruction booklets. I've got them upside down for you guys. One is for the big castle, and one is for the tower and the little fort. So you can build this, or you can build this. And we're obviously going to go for the main build today. So we'll put that aside. Here we go. Nice instruction booklet. Nice light blue background, not black. It's easy to see. Some of those instruction booklets are actually annoying. Like, is it the botanical ones? Some of them are, yeah. The black print is a lot of ink, and it's very dark and hard to see. So glad we're back to light blue. I was hoping to do Orlando, but things came up, but I know for a fact I'm doing Greenville. Yes, Rob, no worries. We'll be doing the Orlando one, then we'll be doing the Nashville one the next weekend right after that, and then about a month after that we'll be in Greenville. So just a couple weeks, Rob, we will see you in person, and looking forward to that too. So should be a good time. Oh, bag number 1, which is actually 2 bags. I have a 1. And I'm gonna do this. Let me do this way. So the instructions will be right here. You can still kind of see what I'm looking at. Some good colors. Right off the bat, we got olive green, sand green, dark green, reddish brown, dark tan, light gray, dark gray, and some azures. I think this is medium azure. So some great colors. Perfect for landscapes. And we've got a nice Black Falcon figure. I remember when these were first released a couple years ago, and these were all the rage. They are still a great minifigure. They haven't improved upon it. It's this one and the Lion Knight and a few other new knights that I haven't acquired yet. I just haven't gotten around to it. I will order one of the new... it's a new creator 3-in-1 castle, if I'm not mistaken. It's the same brand as this one, just replaced this one from a number of years ago. It's worth mentioning that you can still acquire this set for what it retailed for. I think it was about $100, and you can still buy that on Bricklink right now if you want to for a new sealed one. So you have to pay shipping, but you probably would have had to pay shipping back in 2021 when this came out anyway. So yeah, if you want to get this, it's still cheap. They made plenty of them, and I think some of them, they might have even had them on sale. I'm not sure, but they should have been readily available. It's still not too hard to find. So no arrow quiver for the knight though. You just got the helmet and the bow. That works though. Not sure how I feel about the silver helmet with the dark pearl arms and legs. That doesn't feel quite right color combo. I would give this either a black helmet or a matching the arms and legs metallic color. But yeah, that's fine. Alright, built the figure. Moving on. I'm going to try not to build slowly. Want to be efficient with our time. What did we build last time? We built the botanical Japanese maple tree. So that was a good one. I've seen that also at Sam's recently too. So you have it at Costco and Sam's, but this one is no longer available at Costco and Sam's. You can still get it on Bricklink though, and probably other places like eBay. There we go. I think we're building a tree stump here. And a tiny sprouting mushroom being put right here. When I was... this is a Creator 3-in-1, so there's not a lot of larger prefab pieces, like they don't have animal pieces or dragons. The dragon is brick built, for example. They also don't have the burp, the big ugly rock piece, even though that piece does exist in city sets and things like that. So it's they basically built a big ugly rock piece out of normal bricks for this set, from what it looks like from the picture. So we will have to see how that works out. Okay, we got 2 of these on a hinge brick. The good old hinge brick. Remember when I first saw this piece, it was on an Islanders reissue set. King Kahuka's, or no, excuse me, Enchanted Island. We called it King Kahuka's Island, but it was in the Enchanted Island set. They're still making that piece, but it's in bluish gray, not regular old light gray. There we go. And another mushroom. Nothing too complicated yet. Just a little hinge there. A brick right there. I'm wondering how sturdy this build will be. I had a lot of strength concerns with the Viking Village set from... that was a little after this one. But that one, while I think it looked good, I didn't like how it was just falling apart all the time. That actually really bothered me. So hopefully this one is sturdier than it's seeming so far. Maybe get a few more pieces down, it'll be fine. If it's not sturdy, I'll drop it in the bin by accident. You know how I am. Lucas says, can't wait to see the end of the Helldivers mock. It is my first stream I caught live. Hey, there you go, Lucas. That's awesome. Yeah, Lego Helldivers, I've seen some good work by, what was it, Half-Life Bricks on Instagram. They have been building some great Helldivers creations. I think they are located in the... Did I build this right? Yeah. I think they're located out in Utah or somewhere out west, because I think they went to Brick Slopes and they brought some builds there, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it Chicago? I need to double check Half-Life Bricks Instagram at this point, but I remember seeing several great Helldivers creations from them. So there are people building it, just not enough yet, in my opinion. So it's a pretty fun game and a pretty fun theme. So what's happening here? Oh, okay. Need a 1 by 1. Don't want to make any mistakes this early on. This is one of those sets where they just put down a dozen pieces and hope you to figure it out. You're like, you got this. There you go. So there's going to be a lot of this where we're just putting down 1 by 2 bricks for ages. There we go. We're turning the build here. Got a blue moat continuing to go around the... Oh, this is the front of the build, I'm guessing. That's probably what it is. There you go. I do like these olive green slopes, though. These are nice. So, those 1 by 3 slopes in olive green. Great piece, great color. Glad those are produced. I remember when olive green was first produced as a color in Lego sets, and people were losing their minds. It was such a cool color back then. Still is, but there was something exciting about being there for when it first dropped. Let's see. Is that there? Is that how that goes? I think that's how it goes. Yeah. Good. We're just cruising right along. Nothing too crazy yet. And that's clearly, we're starting to make the foundations for a drawbridge right here, I'm guessing. So we'll make that happen here. Anselm says, I hope they bring back black, dark gray helmets soon. Yes, so the there's a different shade of silver. It's a little bit darker. It's like matching the arms, pearl dark gray. And I remember that being fairly prevalent in castle sets. They don't make it anymore, to my knowledge. So they're just making the lighter shade, which is good, because I think that's more useful than the dark one, but the dark one being absent is a little bit annoying, so hopefully they make it again soon. At least we still got silver and black we can use. Here we go. Just wrapping around here. This is a nice color for a moat, though. Working pretty good so far. I don't know how I feel about the bricks just holding the plates together, though. Maybe another layer of plates would have helped. I say that as someone who builds mocks that fall apart if you look at them the wrong way. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're caught up on pieces now. We're already on step 21. Oh, and we're making the drawbridge. Gotcha. Here we go. Fill-in bricks is very nice. Oh, thanks, Fill-in bricks. Yeah, we're just working on the Creator 3-in-1 Castle, the original one, not the new one. Because I've never built the original one. And I had 3 copies in my closet that just needed to be built and used. And I decided to just kind of enjoy one tonight. Get it constructed. At least be able to say I built it, I experienced it to the fullest. And then if I don't think it's going to make the cut for being displayed with my other castle sets because I am very much out of room. This would have to supplant something else. So I don't think it's going to take that place, but I will at least be able to say I built it, had fun with it, and then took it apart. Because I do want to make some more castle mocks here soon as well for some collabs I'm planning with my lug, Peach Lug. So yeah, we will need a lot of these pieces for castle-themed creations. Want to make a forestman hideout, and I want to make an evil wizard tower, which should be pretty fun. Have some skeleton warriors too. There we go, drawbridge going in. That works. Alright, bunch of pieces being added. I'm really glad they brought these bad boys back, or at least they're commonly available in this set, because these are super useful for all sorts of castle purposes. So, yeah, glad these are here. Let's get a, is it 2x2? Yeah, 2x2 right there. Go. Some more bricks. There's going to be a lot of dark gray 1x bricks in here, and that will be super useful. This already has phenomenal pieces and colors just for being a, you know, a parts pack. So that'll be good. A+ on the colors and bricks so far. These will all be very functional. There we go. So we're just adding more to this right side of the build so far. There we go. And now we've got some round 1x1 bricks going in. After, oh no, hold on. There we go. I made a mistake, but it was a small one and it has been rectified. There we go. Oh, was this a, I gotta make sure I'm doing this right now. Yep, okay. I made 2 mistakes, but they were small ones and they've been rectified. At least I was quick enough to catch it. There you go. And this goes one higher up, I'm guessing. It's kind of hard to see over there. So one more corner brick. There we go. There we go. That works. Need to start back on the industrial town that I'm doing for Greenville and Atlanta. Hey, eventually, Rob, you got to get those mocks done for the conventions. I know the feeling, for sure. I got to get Helldivers done in the next couple days to make that work for Orlando. Fill-in Brick says, I'm using 2 of those to build one. Yeah, combining these to make a bigger castle is a terrific idea. I've seen that been accomplished a number of times. It always looks better when you combine all those pieces. So that's very cool, Fill-in Bricks. Lucas Parsons says, that sounds cool. I'm waiting on more castle parts because my most recent order got messed up. Lego's replacing the parts though, thankfully. That's good, yes. If Lego's usually pretty good with their customer service and fixing stuff like that. So, oh, I messed this up. Wasn't trying to do that. I broke it, but that's okay. Yes, so inverted slope right there. 1x1 brick. And another hinge brick. Here we go. Yeah, on the rare chance Lego will mess something up in an order, you just send them an email and they usually send you a replacement really quickly, which is very nice of them to do. They could be like pretty much every other business and give you a hard time about it and not help you. But they don't. They help out. That's good. Mm-hmm. Nexus to Zach says, why, hello there. Good to see you, Nexus to Zach. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. How are you doing? How's life these days? Mm-hmm. Darkside Brickzerkers. Good to see you, Darkside Brickzerkers. Hope you're doing well. Hey, man, I'm glad to make it to another live stream. Which set are you building? We are building the Creator 3-in-1 Castle set, the original one from 2021. So this is not the new one. This is the old one. But I've never built the old one, even though I had 3 copies sitting in my closet. Never constructed it myself, so we're getting one done, and that way I can have a thorough experience of it. So we'll see how much progress I can make in a single night, though. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. We've got a kind of a tricky corner here. Let's make this happen here. And it looks like this goes here. So for the technique they're using for the corner of the castle, the outer trim of the castle is light bluish gray. The inside area is dark bluish gray, kind of like I did for my Wolfpack castle a while back, a couple months ago. And that is a classic color scheme. It's going to work pretty well. And they're using the 1x1 round bricks at intervals to give it a little bit of texture on the corners, to make it look a little bit nicer, to spruce it up a little bit. Also a classic classic building technique used in castle builds for a long time. So I'm recognizing some patterns here, which is good. So if you're going to use 2 for a build, those are 2 good ones. So get that. Is that like that? No, it's another 1x2. Here we go. There we go. And a 1x2 right there. 2 1x1s. I think we're doing pretty good on time so far. We have one more 1x1 dark dark bluish gray 1x1 brick. No? Did I use it somewhere by accident? I hope I didn't. No, that's right. Okay. What am I missing? Is there one missing somewhere? That would be odd if there was one missing. Normally, they're not. It's not the set, it's me. Let me grab one 1x1 brick really quick. Just to make sure it's there. There we go. So that's how the color sorting system works. If you need a brick, you just pull out the appropriate bin and you're good to go. So, all right. Yeah, now we can continue building a 1x2 and a brick with a handle on it. There we go. Yeah, it's probably here somewhere. I just did not see it. So, and I think it would be kind of silly to email Lego about a set that came out for almost 5 years ago now. You're like, hey, this one random brick was missing. I want my money back. Let's see. Yeah, we're good to put that down. There we go. So yeah, nothing too complicated though. Just a little drawbridge, a little tower we're beginning to build. We'll probably start working on this one here soon. Let's put a 1x2 plate there too. Oh no, we're building the tree out the rest of the way. Here we go. Oh, we're using the classic half arch piece right there. That is as classic castle as it gets. These were older castle sets, Forester sets, usually in black. Reddish brown is a little bit newer. That's like 2007 and 8. Those guys were happening. So, but yeah, very nice. Very classic feeling. I wonder if the new Creator 3-in-1 has the same classic feel as this one. Because right now this feels like building a Castle Mock 101 right now. That's what this feels like. Pros and cons to each technique. Because these arches look great for little trees, but they also separate easily. They pop off. The leaves pop off. Everything is annoying, and you have to tile it down. See? Like that. I start talking about them breaking, and then, yeah, that happens. So, looks like they're using dark brown, which is a great color. Dark brown slopes and tiles to help kind of reinforce those in there as best they can. I don't know if you can see that right there. And that should do it, but it doesn't look quite as good with the tiles on top of the tree like that. Yeah, that's the bane of these little arch pieces, is that they don't have great clutch power, especially for tree branches that are sitting on top of them. All right, we've got a few more of these. Go. Oh, 1x3. Any 1x3s? There's a 1x3. I think we'll be working on this faux burp here in just a second. Oh, we got a bunch of comments. Nexus and everybody chatting. Life is good, settling nicely into the new home. Never late, y'all are just early. Exactly. Nexus has the right perspective there. Yeah, let's see. Awesome. Question is, will it hold up onto your favorite Nexonite sets? Only time will tell. Yeah, will this hold up to the Nexonite sets? Yeah, yeah, I think this will easily top any Nexonite set I've ever seen, for sure. This will be better than better than any Nexonite set. It's automatically better because it's a castle. So, in my opinion, this is already better. Sorry, Lucas. I know how strongly you feel about Nexonites. Put down some dark bluish gray bricks. There we go. People be emailing me. It's not a good time. There we go. Alright, so we're pretty caught up. Let's make sure we got these where they need to go. There we go. Yeah, we're just filling in the back of this section here, which will have all these slopes attached in just a moment. So, yeah, but already terrific pieces. Sand green 2x2 bricks. Very nice. Oh, look at that. So olive green 2x2x3 slopes. Very nice. I love it. Just a great piece that I didn't have before. Did not exist in my collection. Oh, and one more over there. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, another color that I've never had before. Dark green 1x2x3 slopes. Very nice. Great color again. Stick those in there. We've got another brick right here. And another brick right there. And another 1x1 right here. Yeah. Nothing too crazy. Make sure I'm not missing any comments here. Haywood Mall in Greenville, South Carolina. It was Sunday the 21st. My lady is tuning in with me today, and she's wondering what shirt design is from. Oh, so we can talk about that. Great question, Nexus. Let's see. Oh, no, that was Darkside. Excuse me. Darkside. Great question. This T-shirt, a.k.a. the T-shirt, is from Tim, who is a character from Time Cruisers. So Tim Timebuster is his name. You can look up any of the Time Cruisers sets on Bricklink. But this is a shirt that looks like his exact torso print, which is from the 90s, so it looks kind of goofy. But yeah, so it's a little homage to Time Cruisers, which is a classic LEGO theme, and highly recommend you check it out. There's actually like a whole fan community. They made their own website and stuff. It's really fun. So yeah, I only have one or two of the Time Cruisers sets, but because I love that era of LEGO, that classic 90s LEGO, I wanted to make a little shirt for it. I'm making t-shirts, having fun with it, and this was an obvious one for me. So it's actually available on my website if anyone wants to have that very niche knowledge of LEGO Time Cruisers. So pretty fun. So, make sure I'm Nexus Zach and Darkside Bricksurgers both have these kind of like little dark red profile images. So I'm like, if I don't read the name and I just go by the picture, I might get you guys confused. Sorry about that. Anselm says, I built the Horse Knight's castle. It feels kind of stretched, if that makes sense. Right, so it's making the most of the pieces it has, which is not a good feeling. Because this one doesn't feel that way so far. This is using plenty of piece. It feels robust, not stretched. So interesting observation, Anselm. What did Lucas say? Do we miss any comments from Lucas? No. It's okay, Lucas. I'm with you on the Nexo love. Like less compact and sturdy. Yeah, this feels sturdy compared to some sets I've built. So it's all good, Mark. Everyone entitled to their own opinions. Not everyone will understand the greatness they missed out. Lucas with the good burn there. Grumpy J, loving Nexa is like being on a short train ride. It's boring because it's short-lived. Hey, that's true. Nexonites didn't live that long, so tragically for Nexonite fans, there's not much more to... I guess you could always do more with mocks. I've seen a few Nexonite mocks that are not, like didn't immediately make me barf. So, yeah, I guess the only way to... like Bionicle, the only way to continue to enjoy that theme is through building your own creations for it, so... Because once you get the sets, what do you do, Just stop there? Of course not. Here we go. Do we put any? Yeah, there's a 1x1 white 1x1 round brick. Why not put another light gray one in there? That's my question. All right. Anything over here? Yes. 1x2 slope. Great. Let's show this off for a second. So, yeah, they're just using a bunch of slopes to fill in that corner, kind of like a rock, like a mossy stone. So pretty cool. Looks good. Feels good too. Basic slopes. I never get tired of basic slopes. These will be so good to build with. Great for landscaping. There we go. Now we're working on the foundations of the castle itself. How's Mrs. Grumpy? Winston and the pups doing? Grumptastic, Rob. There you go. Yeah, Grumpy J's got quite the little farmette happening now. It's pretty fun to watch on his Instagram. Always updating, which is good. Let's put that one in there. And this one. And where does this brick go? Did I miss something? I hope not. Oh, and a few more light bluish gray ones here. So we got through the first bag, which is a big win. We did it. Pretty much. Just a few more pieces here. I'm good. Yeah, this goes right here, as predicted. And these little Bionicle spine pieces working great for some kind of gnarly brambles on the front of the faux burp here. The fake burp piece. The brick-built burp piece. There we go. Yeah, that is hopefully going to deter anyone from climbing the wall there. That works. So we have this slope left over, a 1x2 slope. Unless it's on the next page. Nope, we're opening bag 2. Interesting. Any other? Nope, we're good. All right. So I think that I got a 1x1 brick substituted for a 1x2 slope, which I'm not going to complain about because I will use the 1x2 slope for sure. And I have plenty of 1x1 bricks to substitute out. So, but if somebody was building this as their first and only set, that could have been annoying. You could probably improvise with the... It's the same square footage, just has a little extra slope on the side. So. Empty that bag out. Let's not lose any pieces here. Alright, so we've moved away from the greens and the blues. Oh, we got some smaller pieces here too. There you go. Ooh, that's actually nice to see. Light bluish gray chain. I believe that's a 21 link chain. Or less. Is that 21? I'll check later. I'm curious if that's a 21 length because it feels a little bit shorter to me, but it might just be me. And light bluish gray is a great color. I have tons in dark gray and dark bluish gray and some transparent colors like neon green and neon orange, but don't have a lot of light gray. So light gray is good. I will take that. That is nice. Did you see the new Mando and Grogu trailer? I did, Darkside Bricksuckers. I thought it was pretty entertaining, so I'm excited to watch that at some point. When is that coming out next? I don't know. That's a movie, right? Coming out October or later? I forgot the date entirely. I know it's coming out, and it's a movie, not another season, right? Yeah. Either way, that should be fun to watch. I'm a fan of The Mandalorian. I loved the first season. Enjoyed the second season. There were parts I liked about the third season. I'll put it that way. I thought it was okay. But yeah, so I will be checking that out in theaters probably, unless it's. I watch a bunch of YouTube movie critics, and if they say it's a disaster, I will probably wait to watch it on streaming. But if they say it's fun, it's worth watching, then yeah, and it almost certainly is. Hopefully they've done a good job. The trailer looks fun. So based on that, I will probably enjoy watching the movie. And we're looking for a 1x2 brick. There it is. The one in the bag. There we go. Interesting. There we go. Yeah, we're building a nice gateway there. What's this? What are we doing here? Oh, almost dropped that piece. There you go. Oh, I know what that is. I don't know what it is with the Lego set designers being obsessed with medieval toilets. But that's what we're doing right there. I think that's everything. Yep. Should be. Okay, yes. One by two brick. They even included a roll of toilet paper. They definitely did not have toilet paper back in the medieval era. That was, they didn't have paper. They barely had paper. So. Let's see. Don't let Mrs. Grumpy put you in the doghouse for unexpected Walmart trips for the house. Exactly. I'm off to spend some family time. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you, Phil and Bricks. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Nexus is Nexus. I have to go. My food is ready. Bye, guys. See you on the Nexus. Take care, Nexus. You have a great one. Thanks for stopping by. I wonder who Winston gets that honest from. Later, Nexus, says Lucas. Darkside Berserker says it's a movie. It'll be next year in May. Oh, May. That's a long way away. Okay, yeah. I'll definitely check it out in May though. Is it gonna be like May the 4th release? That makes sense, right? But yeah, it looks exciting for sure. Anselm says I try to ignore what people say about movies because they come out. If they still talk about it after coming out, then it's likely worth seeing. Right. And sometimes the professional opinion is going to be different from the average moviegoer enjoying it. So, for example, I really liked the Aquaman movie, even though the critics kind of dunked on that one. They didn't like the Aquaman movie, thought it was too simple and just CGI heavy. I thought it was a fun time, very entertaining movie. So, it really depends on what you like from movies and how you're going to appreciate it. So don't always just blindly follow the person you think is knowledgeable about a subject. Experience it for yourself, which is why I'm building this set, because I've been blindly following what the general consensus is and my estimation of the cover, but now I'm building it and enjoying it for myself. And so far, it's pretty good. So this is better than I thought it would be. So already liking some of the very subtle inclusion of classic castle techniques that I recognized from years and years and years of seeing mocks and building. So good to see. Enjoyable, even. There we go. Let's do that. We're getting a nice little arch on the inside for the drawbridge area. There we go. Let's put these there. Got 2 corner bricks. Oh, I missed a 1x2 right there. There you go. That would have been bad. All right. Oh, we got a nice big light bluish gray arch right there. And the problem is, it's got the little indentation on the bottom, which is fine because that means you can put a tile underneath there without it being blocked. At the same time, That also means, if I'm not mistaken, that you cannot, you can't attach bricks to the inside of that arch and have them snap. Well, maybe on that specific angle right there. That's very weird. So it doesn't attach there, but once you get to right there, it does stay in, but then it doesn't stay in right there. That's strange. So there is a little attachment point, but it's very specific. Yeah, because older arch types, older arch molds, you can attach a plate all the way on the inside edge of that. So missing that on this one, it's not as bad as I thought, because you can at least get the kind of that certain angle. But yeah, interesting. Noted. Oh, okay, we got some light gray pillars going in here. There you go. How tall are these? 4? There you go. Lucas says, toilet equals comedy. Lego has the sense of humor of a little kid. Prime example of the video games. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, Lucas. If you played any of the classic Lego games, you'll get a lot of that humor for sure. And yeah, like the Friends sets always have the toilet. There's always a toilet in every Friends set if they can help it. And they started doing that in Castles too, which is at least it's accurate, I suppose. They gotta have a bathroom somewhere. Oh boy. There we go. So now we're making good headway. We've got that arch starting to form for that drawbridge. We got these little pillars being put in various corner pieces. Be interesting to see how this all materializes the next few steps. Okay. There we go. Now we're filling in the walls as we go. I'm a little disappointed we've got some of these big 1x4x3 panels. I would love to see 1x4 bricks, but it's you know, saving 3 pieces per section if you use the panels, so I get it. And it'll still look fine, I'm sure. Oops, how was that off one? Okay, one more of these. There we go. Yeah, if I was building my own castle, I typically wouldn't use those panels unless you couldn't see the inside at all. That looks fine. A little too smooth in the front there, maybe, but not bad. So. It doesn't feel stretched yet. There's still plenty of detail pieces on the corners and stuff, so. Darkside Brickzerker says, getting to see live-action Zeb fight will be epic, and if you didn't know, the gladiatorial hut is rumored to be Jabba's son Rada from the Clone Wars movie, which is crazy callback. Seeing Rada as like a gladiator hut will be insane. I'm excited to see any Jabba hut connections. Is always interesting to me, so that should be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the movie. It should be fun. Lorem Ipsum is here. Good to see you, Lorem. Thanks for stepping by. Rada equals swole stinky. Exactly. That's what he is, Morgan. Is he gonna be like super buff, or is he still gonna be kind of rotund? That's the question. It looks like he's pretty buff from that one. I think it's the back picture. It's the leaked picture. Yeah, it's interesting. Roida, you could call it. Roida. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, maybe huts, if they actually have the willpower, can be really buff. That'd be kind of scary, actually, now that I think about it. That'd be unusual. Buff Jabba the Hutt is a strange mental image. All right. Pretty much every hut that we've seen so far has been like described as like a big fat slug, like ugly, kind of not appealing. So seeing them as like a bodybuilder would be very unusual. But I'm excited for it. Should be interesting. Breaking the stereotype, shall we say. You versus the hut she tells you not to worry about. Oh my goodness, Lucas. What are we building? A spaceship for September? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, sorry, Laura. I built a September once back in 2014, and I haven't since. I really should because it's a lot of fun. But yeah, we are just building a regular castle set. It's the old Castle 3-in-1 from 2021. I've never built it. I owned 3 sealed copies. This is one of them that I've opened up and started building, so they can get a full experience before I probably part it out. But we'll see. I am enjoying the build experience so far. It feels nice and like fully fleshed out. It has lots of great little pieces that will be very useful in mocks. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I also like the Black Falcons. I think they're a good castle faction. So yeah, this is still a pretty good deal if you want to acquire it. On Bricklink, you can still get it for $100, so which is pretty much what it came out for, depending on what deals and sales were around. So yeah, pretty fun. I do like the square window too. In black, that'll be useful for other medieval houses, for sure. I think I had some reddish brown ones from Harry Potter sets, but black is a little bit newer to my collection, so that's good. So are we building 2 of these? No, we're just building 2 of those. Okay. Good. Perfect. Oh, we did this wrong. It doesn't need 2, it needs 1. There you go. And a 1x4 plate over the top. And we've made a little Tudor box that goes on the outside of the tower there. That looks nice. Yeah, very simple. Good classic castle building for sure. There's a Gladiator Hut Legends comics that has 12-pack and is Jackdaw. I think that's where they're pulling it from. Yeah, that would make sense. Anselm says Hut Growth Hormone. Yes, I thought it looked familiar. Yes, it's just a set. We're just chilling. Live streams are a lot easier when you don't have to think too hard about the next few steps. It's right there in the instructions, so we're doing that. Let's see, show. There we go. Darkside Brick Circus says he's just got to put on a, give a Ronnie Coleman a run for his money. Roy to the Hut for Mr. Olympia 2026. Yeah, Roy to the Hut. Oh my goodness. Is that a hashtag yet? That's pretty funny. Roy to the Hut. I'm excited to see it though, especially if they give it like an extended battle sequence. That'd be fun. There was also a Jedi Hut who was jacked too. Interesting. So huts can be jacked. There's no middle ground. It's either jacked or giant slug. So I think that tracks. That seems about right. So much potential, yet they usually just lounge about. There we go. Now we're getting some more progress done in the middle of the archway here. A few arches put down. All still super useful pieces. They know the castle pieces that we will need for mocks. There we go. Perfect. Wait, have we done the inside yet? Oh, wait, no, we're doing that now. There we go. Lots of 1x1 rounds. Yeah, that's like 20 1x1 light bluish gray round bricks for the inside corner of the walls, or excuse me, outside corner of the towers. So it looks pretty good. Looks decent. They've definitely improved on castle building, like with the blacksmith shop. That is a more detailed corner area. But this one's fine. Looks pretty good. The fact that a Lego set, Lego sets, I should say, even newer castle sets are even more, too bright, exposure too much. There you go. Lego sets are even more advanced now than they were when this was released. But yeah, Lego sets matching mock level techniques is very pleasant to see. So, because in the past, castles were much simpler than what Lego fans were able to build, and now they're more complex. So. Filling out some panels. How are we doing for time? Okay, we've been building for about an hour. Not too bad. Still got plenty of pieces in front of us here. We're only on bag 2, right? Yeah, bag 2. 2 of many. I think we have about 7-ish bags to go. Oh, come on. So, yeah, we're not going to get this done tonight, but we're going to get some good progress done. Golly, come on, stop with the exposure. Relax. It's still too bright. If it doesn't calm down soon, I will have to manually set it to a little bit darker, and I don't like to do that. I like to let it figure out what the best color is. Usually the auto exposure works fine, but... I'm hoping we get an official or custom Roida to go along with the movie. I've seen some people do some custom Hut minifigures online, which look pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully they would... I hope they don't brick build them. I hope it's actually a molded piece, because that would actually be nice. But yeah, hopefully they don't do a Harry Potter brick-built creature that looks janky. That would be annoying. That'd be pretty cool to get, though. I'd pay top dollar for that. Yeah, I think a lot of people would. We'll see. Hopefully they follow through. I'm so glad the Razor Crest is making a comeback. Yes, Morgan. I saw that in the trailer, and I was excited to see the Razor Crest. It looks really shiny with a new yellow paint job, so I'm guessing he got another Razor Crest. And I'm trying to figure out how, because it seemed like an old antique that was hard to find. We'll see. Maybe they'll explain that in the movie. Maybe that's the first thing that happens in the movie. He sits down, he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to buy a Razor Crest. I missed that vehicle. Is this going here? I think that should probably go there. Maybe it'll go there later. Okay. Hello, you must finish. I once rigged some voting on Slugger's stream, and he had to take an extra hour to build the Explorer ship. You rigged some voting. How'd you do that? On someone else's stream? Oh, dear. Yeah, poor Slugger. Had to spend an extra hour building. Oh, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me put some plates down. There we go. Yeah, good grief. All right. There we go. Put this one down. And some tiles. Nice reddish-brown plates that probably won't break. So refreshing. Like 90% of my reddish-brown pieces are one-time use only. You get to use them one more time before they break permanently. And it sucks, but yeah, I'll phase through them eventually, I suppose. And replace them. Yeah, that'll go there eventually. I don't know why it's not there yet. Oh, tile going down here. Anything else? Nope, we're good, we're good. Okay, we're making the Technic mechanism for the drawbridge, which should be good. Let's see. There we go. We got a little gear system. This is probably for grip. For human grip. Here we go. Yeah, these mechanisms can be annoying to build sometimes, but it looks like they've made it pretty simple. In fact, I might have to borrow some notes, because usually I just kind of make it work as quickly as possible. And this one might be more refined. I know the drawbridge on the Lion Knight's castle was very, very well done. So, right there. And that's why it wasn't in there. I didn't want to have you struggling with that. There you go. Here we go. Got a drawbridge mechanism. Very nice. Nicely executed. And now we can put those nice light bluish gray chains from point to point. That is a nice fit too. Sometimes Lego strings and Lego chains don't fit the right length, but this time they've clearly gone to great lengths to make sure that they are fitting nicely. Perfect. Man, that works nice and efficiently. Awesome. Yeah, happy with that drawbridge. It's probably the best working Lego drawbridge up until this point. Until the later sets have done a little bit better in the much bigger Lion Knight's castle. That's a 3,000 plus piece set. This is only 1,400. So there you go. If we can get the front gate built tonight, that would be a pretty good milestone to reach. Yeah, he smells like protein powder and osmosis. I wonder if Rada is still stinky. He might still be stinky. We'll see. Oh, man, come on. Exposure much? Relax. Still too bright. We're going to mess with the camera really quick because I don't like that doing that. Hold on. Properties. Now you're behaving as soon as I go to configure that. Okay, hold on one second. Exposure. Oh, too dark. Way dark. There we go. Okay. We're back. It's a little more yellow, and the playback might not be quite as smooth, but at least it won't be flashbanging you every minute. So, sorry about that, everyone. All right. Yeah. Interesting to speculate about the new Star Wars movie. We'll see how it goes, though. I'm nearly done with my mock that is the size of a Creator 3-in-1, but inspired by other castles. Thanks for the advice at Brick Fan Event Tampa. Absolutely. Glad you're working on your own castle. That's fun. So, I guess as the New Republic hooks him up with a new one, or the Mandos build him one, lol, but he'll need the space for carbonated cargo. Exactly. You gotta freeze them up. So, gotta turn them into metal. So, if they do make a Roida figure, I doubt they could pull it off with Jabba's mold. Yeah. That's true, Anselm. He would have to look very different. I imagine they'll just shy away from it completely, unfortunately, but we'll see. That would be annoying, but that's what I would estimate is going to happen. Oh, did I mess this up? Yes, I did. I jumped the gun, as they say. There you go. Come on. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, okay. Where was I? Put this on this side. There we go. Oh, with the handle. I'm just breaking this thing. There we go. With the handle installed. There we go. So this nice little drawbridge mechanism must be somewhat hard to access from the outside because they've given us a little handle right here. There we go. Still works good. Nice. Keep it all in one place right there. And a tan Technic brick for the shield. Does that go right there? Yes, it does. And then we use these, bridging the gap, creating a little hole for the chain to slink down into. A couple of 1x4 plates. Sweet. Well, we were voting on sets for him to build during a live stream, and I bribed him to do the exploring ship. There you go. $5 super chat. That'll do the trick, Lorem. That'll motivate a YouTuber to follow a certain path. So that's great. So, the original got obliterated by Moff Gideon's Imperial Light Cruiser. Exactly. That was a tragic moment in the show when that the Razor Crest got vaporized from space. Yeah, Roida will have to be a new mold and similar stance like he was in the trailer. That'd be pretty awesome if they did that. But I'm modern Star Wars sets, they're doing their best, but they also seem to be cutting corners here and there. So we'll see if that ends up materializing. RD Builds is here. Good to see you, RD Builds. Thanks for tuning in. We are just working on the Creator 3-1 castle so far. It's going pretty well. Trying to finish this gate if we can before the next hour is up. I think we can do it. A couple more bags in. Progress has been going pretty well so far. enjoying the build, although I think there's a few too many panels in the towers. We'll see how it looks in a second, though. We might give it some time to the build to develop here. Don't want to be too hasty with judging this. But yeah, so far, enjoying it quite a bit. Glad this was the chosen set for tonight. I do like a good castle build. Oops, I did this out of order. There you go. More of these nice little windows. There we go. Oh, let's put them on the ends. Great. I think that goes there. Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's a lock. Okay, here we go. If I'm not mistaken. So basically, you have to unlatch it so you can have it open halfway if you want. That'll work. Oh, no. Don't break it. Here we go. Yep, it's the locking mechanism, so you can bring it up. And it will stay there until you raise the lever and you allow it to fall down. The friction in the Technic pins and axles is still good enough. Oh, the shield's crooked. The friction in the Technic pins is strong enough that it doesn't need that, but it's just a superfluous mechanism to help it stay at certain places. That works. Yep, see, it won't go down until you lift that lever, and then you can let it down. Nice and secure. There you go. Extra, but still works. Still good. A surprisingly efficient drawbridge. What am I doing here? Oh, that's weird. Hold on. I think I missed a brick in there. Yep. 2 bricks. We are getting kind of close on this next bag here. And the yellow color on these buildings is actually giving me kind of a Black Falcon's Fortress vibe with this. A little bit. Kind of taking inspiration from the classic sets for sure. With the color choices. Alright, 2 of those. Right there. 2 plates. If there's a special wood for Unkar Plut from the sequels, we better get a Roida. Yeah, if there's a specific minifigures made in from Star Wars movies and such, then yeah, they could make a Roida happen immediately if they wanted to. Just a matter of if they will. So, hey, it's just the 3 of us. What do you think of Rich's basement? I'm so jealous. Rich's basement is looking really good so far. He's had that unfinished basement for years in his house. So the fact that he's finally getting around to it to make the ultimate Lego space is really exciting. I'm so glad for him. And hopefully I'll be able to stop by and see it at some point soon. So, yeah, it's I'm fortunate that Rich lives just a few miles down the road, and I see him every now and then. So, let's see. We put that brick there, and we got some torches going down. Here we go. We'll be opening another bag shortly, but we got these 2 to put down first. I like this torch design a lot. I think it looks really good. It fits in there very nicely. I might have to borrow that because I've got plenty of these reddish-brown little flagpoles. That is a nice build. I need to check and see who designed this set because I think this is a good castle set so far. And I usually like to keep tabs on who designed sets I like versus who designed sets I think are dumb. Keep these designers accountable in my mind. So. Oh, Morgan sent 5 Markophone with gift memberships. Thank you, Morgan. Appreciate you. There you go. A bunch of people got memberships added, including a couple who were commenting earlier. So congratulations, guys. Handsome says, Lego's been kind of stingy with sets for most Star Wars shows, but The Mandalorian gets the most love, so they might go full wave for the movie. I would hope so. But we'll see. I know that Star Wars has definitely embraced the full movie, gets a full wave of sets, like, 7 or 8 sets, all for that movie, with their own box art and stuff. Solo is a good example. Rogue One, they did the same thing. So hopefully, if the Mando movie is getting a full merch suite, that Lego would be a part of that, so. I imagine they would. Star Wars is all about the toys, so. They're all about that ancillary revenue streams, so. Yeah. We've got bag 3 on the table, and the pieces are getting very fine now at this point. We got smaller bricks, lots of light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, some brown and tan, but yeah, getting into building materials versus landscaping materials, so looking good though. Let's see, we got a spear, we got a pair of legs for this knight somewhere, there we go. Another knight, we got a female knight here, she'll go great with the other knight that we built earlier. The 2 guards of the castle. I'm surprised there's only 2 figures for the whole castle. I know it's a good medieval castle would be designed that only a dozen people could guard it successfully, but yeah, 2 is a little bit. I would have loved to see 4. Oh well. Critique. It's okay. 2 figures is better than none. So. Grumpy J also sent 5 Mark of Art gift memberships. Thank you, Grumpy J. Appreciate you. If we all ask enough, they can do it. They did it with Darth Jar Jar. Yeah, Darth Jar Jar being a figure is crazy, so they could do anything they want at this point. Who's with me on this? I agree with you, Lucas. We just need to start trying to manifest it to make it happen. Maybe these hurricanes will force us to move west. Maybe a bit more south, too. I'm on the coast in NC. Yeah, you're a few hours away up north of us, Lorem, but we're still within driving distance, so. Anselm says, the set was designed by Jonathan Robson and Morton Ralph. Never heard of either of them, so now I'm happy that they did this. So they must be in the creator club of designers. There was a rumored new playset scale crest. I read castle instead of crest. Razor crest. So I think there will be a few sets. I'm with you, Lucas. We can bring in the Roy to the Hut movement. Yeah, we're all on that bandwagon for sure. We could make a petition. I'm hoping that Lego realizes this character is important enough to the plot, or at least to our shared, appreciation for the trailer, and they make it happen in Lego, because that'd be great. So we'll see. I'm hopeful too. I'm skeptical, but hopeful. Alright, we're just putting down a crap ton of 1x1 round bricks on top of this castle. So we're going to go ahead and start doing that here. Yeah, they're kind of using this technique a lot. I think it still looks good. And yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It is simple, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Put these down. Yeah, we should be able to get this gate done. Maybe not the back tower elements in this stream, but we'll see. We'll keep trying to build quickly. Because it's a nice, simple, straightforward build, besides maybe the drawbridge mechanism, it's been going well. There we go. We're going 4 high. We're going 4 high on each of these. There we go. And there we go. Awesome. Alright. Starting to look like a castle now. A little bit. Jay OnStar says, thank you, Morgan. And Morgan says, you're welcome. I can't wait for Ahsoka to see Rada again. There you go. That will be pretty wild. That'd be quite the I wonder if Rada would probably remember Ahsoka, right? You'd think so. Saving his life and all that. So. Alright, we're putting in some dark gray bricks. Nothing too complicated, just filling in the walls that we've now kind of put the corners in. Oh, and we're just doing 2 of this exact pattern for the sides. Okay. Well, we'll do that, and we'll keep reading comments. So recognize him by his smell. Oh, dear. Maybe he'll still be stinky. We don't know. Maybe he smells better. Maybe they have nice deodorant or cologne for, you know, giant slugs. I think there would be a need for that, right? Perfumes? There's a 1x2 brick with a 1x2 brick. I'm going crazy now. Did I lose it? No. Oh, there it is. Hiding under a tile. There we go. I was like, no, not another missing piece. We already had one that was kind of, I think, possibly swapped. Might have just been me building it wrong. But I looked for a second on it. Normally, it's pretty easy to find the pieces on the table like this. All right. We're going to keep going. Oh, we're doing some nice arrow slit windows. And these look really good. The newer brick Swiss studs on the sides make these so much easier to build now. Because back when the basic headlight brick was still new, these were a lot less easy to build. We've got so many great pieces for it now. It's like super convenient, actually. So here we go. Yeah, these bad boys, these 1x1, like by 1 2/3, I think it's called. These headlight bricks, these are great. And they're great for making arrow slits in particular. So here we go. That will do the trick. Let's do that way. And that way. And that way. Okay. Interesting. 1x4 plate on top. We need to make 2 of these. I built these wrong, of course. There you go. See, a nice arrow slit for a castle. Here we go. Looks great. Very realistic. Put that right in there. I'm assuming they go there. We'll build a second one now. On a brick here. My creator 3-in-1 is being attacked by ninjas from the old samurai stronghold. Even 6 black falcons couldn't defend it. Oh no. Yeah, more black falcons needed for proper defensive techniques. Yeah, I've got about 250 black falcon knights now. Plus these 2 is a few more. So I should have plenty of them. If I were to go full black falcons, it would be pretty easy at this point. I don't know if I even have all the helmets for them, though, because I got the torsos and legs, got plenty of heads, plenty of weapons. But yeah, would I do all black helmets, or would I try and... I don't think I have 200-ish pearl helmets, the dark steel, dark pearl. That color I don't have a lot of. I have maybe 2 dozen, so... Yeah. One day, make a big Black Falcon army to face the Lion Knights. Because I've got many, many Lion Knights. Hundreds of Lion Knights, so. You can actually see an old video I posted a while back of the castle army when it was mostly assembled. It's still mostly assembled. I've taken a few figures apart, but I'll probably be breaking them out again to build some castle stuff for Atlanta BrickCon. Keep an eye out for that. There we go. And doink, just as predicted, right there. Putting the roof in for this centerpiece here. There you go. Oh yeah, Enzum says Morgan she's stuck in another galaxy right now. I need to sort that bit out first. Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna work out. That'll be interesting. Hear me out. Roy to the Hutt versus Grand Admiral Thrawn's army diorama. Oh my goodness, that's the only thing that could stop Grand Admiral Thrawn's army. Roy to the Hutt. Just throw some Pergil at the problem. Exactly. Hutts have multiple brains, I think, so they might retain some early childhood memories better than humans. Wow, a good point, Enzum. I did not know that about Hutts, though. That's a fun fact. I'm building some Redtron based on the prototype. Not sure if you're familiar with, but you'll see soon. I've been keeping tabs on your builds on Instagram, Lorem, and I'm looking forward to that. Anything that's Tron related should be fun. Does anyone have a Jabba and the new Hulk with removable head? Might have to see how that looks. Oh, with the arms that snap on. Interesting. Combine Hulk arms with a Hutt body. It's possible. I'm sure there's some black magic minifigure customizer who can make that happen. Even if a set never happens the way we want it to. There we go. Putting some little arches in here. That's too small for a minifigure to realistically fit through, but at least there's like an effort at a little doorway there, so we'll take it. Okay, building a rooftop for this now. This is where all these dark blue tiles will come from. There we go. Tons of dark blue 1x6 tiles looking very nice. And that's gonna, I'm sure, get slapped on the roof right there in just a second. Yep. With some nice hinge bricks. There we go. Yeah, the speculation for the new Star Wars movie in the chat is interesting. I was already interested in the movie, but now there's like, is Royda going to be a minifigure? Is he going to, how much of the movie is going to be this character? Is he just like for a 30-second clip? Or is he going to be actually in the movie? Do we know? Will he remember Ahsoka? Now there's all these questions. I'll mobilize my garrison to help reinforce you. Although, yeah, right now only the Lion Knights are mighty enough to challenge the Falcons in my Lego domain, but it sounds like the ninjas have them cornered over in the build we were talking about from the other commenter. How do I pronounce it? Masiriko? Masiriko. I hope I'm not pronouncing that right. I am bad at pronunciation. Bad at pronouncing names, so if I've butchered your name, my apologies. So, yes. The ninjas are pretty tough. I can see why the Black Falcons would be having trouble with ninjas, so. Okay. We've got some more panels up in the top corners. And these towers are looking pretty good. They're a little on the small side, but it feels nice. It feels like a good balance of things. I like the colors. I like the way that the textures are being utilized. Seems nice. Let's bring these a brick higher, though. That's a mistake on my part. There we go. Got those two. Just need 8 of those. Oh, 6 of them. 6 of them. Doink doink. There we go. How much time we have left? We still have about a half an hour left. Doing good on time. All the way around, all 4 corners. Getting those nice light bluish gray inverted 2x2 slopes with 1 stud connection on the bottom. Here we go. Yeah, plenty of pieces being used here to make these towers pretty secure. There we go. It's going pretty quickly now. We should be able to get this done, no problem. We might even be able to start on the back a little bit. There's no way I can get 1,000 pieces. Yeah, there's no way that's happening in 30 minutes. But it's the amount of progress is. Normally, I'm a slow set builder on a live stream. Like, I'm talking more than I'm building. So that is, I feel like that's a good amount of construction for a little 2-hour stream. There we go. Awesome. And it feels pretty sturdy too. I was worried about this set being very flimsy on the bottom, but it feels nice and secure with all the bricks put on. Good stuff. Pleasantly surprised so far. Let's get the last bit of crenels on the top here. There you go. We've even got the little 1x3 arches for the outer edges of the murder holes here. Very nice. Got these up here. Lots of little arches will be very useful in future castle mocks. Here we go. I may or may not be making a prototype pic for some Roida promotional material. Oh my goodness. That's epic, Darkside Berserkers. We need that, says Lucas. Exactly. I feel Mark is going to use TNT in this set. I'm just going to blow it up. Not immediately. I'll build it, enjoy it, and then it'll go in the bin delicately. I don't think I'm going to drop it. Dropping it means I didn't like it. So. Morgan dropped a link in the chat, and I want to go follow it, but I also don't want to mess up my streaming setup, so I'll check it out after the stream, but I'm sure it was funny. Awesome, Morgan. We just need the slug bottom half. We made some good progress tonight, guys. Exactly, Lucas. Murder holes are deceptively tricky to build. Yes. These ones are functional. You can see just a little bit of a tiny space you can imagine an arrow going through. But, yeah, the fact that they, like, sort of made it work is great, so. Well, let's get these last little bits of progress done on the top here. I'm going to go the full 2 hours, so we're a little bit past this, I think, as long as I don't stall too much the next 30 minutes or so. Yeah. These on the sides? Yeah, both sides. There you go. So they're here, here, and here. It's interesting that on the areas you're not going to notice it, they don't have the arches. And on the areas you're also not going to notice it, they don't have the Nexo shields going down for the crenels. It's just on the front, which makes sense. It would actually be difficult to do it on all the sides. But yeah, interesting. They've been very clever with how they're doing this. Yep, that'll do it. There we go. A couple of 1x1 bricks. One 1x1 brick? We should have one more. A couple more. Yeah. Did I misbuild this somehow? What? Oh, yes I did. Okay. I figured out what's wrong. There we go. That looks good. There you go. All right. And then you've got these little 1x2, I call them cheese slopes up at the top. They didn't even leave studded surfaces up there. It's all tiled off. Very nice. There we go. Oh, and we got some blue flags going in, because this is a falcon castle, of course. There we go. And some torches. I like the presence of torches. That will help keep things illuminated at night when those ninjas come knocking. Here we go. And I might skip building the little brick-built hawk because I think it looks silly. Oh, and these go up one higher. They're a little bit taller. Interesting. Okay. I jumped the gun a little bit and put them a plate too low, but I honestly think they look better lower. We'll see. Yeah, it looks fine. That looks good. It's the right height. We'll do that. Some brick-built banners. Very nice. These actually remind me of the banners that Caleb and Jacob used and built in the Castle Cliffhanger Challenge in LEGO Masters many years ago. How was this built? Oh, we got a handle there. They made several that were very ornate, very detailed. And I think that helped, those little details helped put them over the top for that specific challenge and defeat us and take the title of Castle Bros from us. That was pretty tragic, but we're still happy they had something in the end. So yeah, they got a title to walk away with. There we go. Yeah, these look good. I like the look of them. There you go. Wrong colors, but they look good. And I like the tops of those towers too. Looks pretty good. It's giving mock vibes. Nicely built. Lots of pieces. It's about the right size. A fair amount of detail. I think the Technic pin used to attach the shield here is annoying. But that's easily fixed. I think I actually have the ones with clutch. Better clutch versus like spinning. Spinning the shield is silly. But yeah, there's a new piece that they didn't really have back 4 years ago that has a lot more grip to it, and it's the same shape. So, Mark, would you rather have Roy to the Hut fig and the revival of Next Knights, or a Castle Battle Pack? Castle Battle Pack, unfortunately. Sorry, Star Wars fans, but I would still be happy with both a Roy to the Hut, and I would be happy if Next Knights got a second pass, especially if they did it better. Because I don't think they did a good job with the first ones. I think if they did it again, it would be a much better version of what it was. So they would, like, if they put the same amount of creativity as they have in Lego Dreams into Lego Next Knights, I think it would be better. Just saying, putting it that way. So. Lorem says, it's a little tough keeping with the old light gray because my collection has been infiltrated with so much light blue. I gave up in 2005, Lorem. When I started building with some of the new sets that I got in 2004, and I'm like, wait a second, these don't match anymore. What's going on? Now all my old pieces feel obsolete. I'm like, well, I'll just build some with this and some with that, and I kind of kept them separate for a little while, and then I'm like, you know what? Stone has many different shades of gray. It's just, use it to your advantage. Make the more aged castle more light gray, and you have the newer cottage building be light bluish gray. Kind of play along with it and make it work. So yeah, I applaud you trying to stick with the old colors though. Okai is here. Good to see you, Okai. Thanks for tuning in. Hi there. Is that the new Horsey Knights castle we're building? It is not, Okai. This is the older Creator 3-in-1 set from 2021. Has a couple Black Falcon Knights, and it should be a pirate minifigure in here somewhere when we get further along. But I had a number of these sets in my closet. I never built them, never built any of this, never built this set before. It was just, decided to throw it in the rotation. It won the poll, and so we're building a castle, and I'm having a great time. Really liking this castle gate so far. A few little nitpicks that I've pointed out already, but on the whole, a very good set. And still a pretty affordable set. If you want this, it's still like $100 on Bricklink. So check it out. What am I missing? Where did all these pieces? Oh, this is the falcon. This is the falcon that I didn't build. Yeah, I don't care about that. So I don't need the creator brick built animals are, in my opinion, still kind of silly. So, you have such nice molded pieces now. Why not throw them in there just because of policy? Silly. All right. I think we're working on some wall sections now, and we've still got like, 20 minutes-ish on the stream. I don't think we'll get it done. I keep saying I don't think we'll get it done. We're getting close to being done. There we go. Yeah, we were just talking about pirate minifigures, and here we are. A very nice pirate sailor who has just made his way to the medieval castle to become a knight. Yes. Yeah, that's pretty piratical of them. But I mean, that would work as a medieval peasant. My friend Rich, Intense Bricks, whom we've talked about on this stream already today, he is always building medieval peasants because he needs thousands of them for his giant Lego castle that he's working on over the past several years. You can watch updates of that on Beyond the Brick if you want to. He's always making peasants, and I imagine that would just barely pass his peasant percentage. So it counts. I think we've all people who keep up with castle sets have all joked about it at this point. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to go into a big rant about it right now. So we know it's not terrific, and that's okay. If we got a nice castle set otherwise, with lots of great pieces in it, I think we can forgive the one crappy peasant figure. Yeah. Building a little beachfront property here. There you go. Oh, look, they went the extra mile with the clear 1x1 slopes. There we go. Have a little wave action here. There you go. You can just barely see that probably. Some little clear slips. He has chosen wrong. I cast curse of too many misaligned stickers in your Lego set. No, Lucas. I hate to burst your bubble. There are no stickers in this set, so it'll be a while before that curse takes effect, I'm afraid. But Ansem says, cooler shades of gray make me happier. Yep. Hey, interesting, Ansem. I know that I have a larger collection of the new Blay versus the old Blay at this point, and I use it more often. I often will specifically choose to just use the Blay pieces. So, yeah, I think I'm fully in the Blade camp at this point, although I still love the classic colors just from nostalgia's sake. So, You'll always be the Castle Bros in our hearts. Thanks, Morgan. And Grumpy says, I was just typing that, Morgan. So, I appreciate you guys. No, I'm glad Caleb and Jacob are the Castle Bros. It's funny. It's a great bit of lore. Mark has turned against us? Wait, who said that? Oh, Star Wars fans. Yeah, sorry. Darkseid Brick Circus. I know you're like at your heart probably a Star Wars fan. So yeah, apologies. Well, I'm actually dyeing some of the new Blay, so I'm complicating it even more, but the color I'm getting is really neat. Oh, interesting. So you're like dyeing and like changing the color. I've seen people do that. What's his name? Ocher Jelly, I believe is his username on Flickr and Instagram is. He did a long video about dyeing Lego pieces for like a Gollum brick built character he made a long time ago. And I thought that video was super interesting, the way he did it. So I don't think that's something I want to get into anytime soon, but I'm always find it fascinating. And people are willing to go to those lengths to avoid modern Lego colors. Or change it up a little bit. Get some interesting shades happening. I've seen people also use the, I think it's turmeric for, it's like a spice that you can use to dye clear Lego windscreens yellow. Like really strongly dye them. It's like perfect match. So it's interesting how that works. I've seen my friend Dana do that. And that is this next level stuff right there. Again, well beyond what I ever think I'll ever try to do, but it is what it is. Well, we were talking about the Star Wars movie quite a bit. Here's a question for those watching. Who here is going to watch the new Tron movie, Tron Ares? Because I liked some of what was happening in the trailer, but then other things that are happening so far, like that I'm seeing, getting vibes from, are giving me pause, giving me concerns. So I'm probably going to go watch it, even if it's a bad movie, just so that I can see it and say that I saw it. But I'm worried this one might not be a home run. I'm worried Jared Leto will drop from the ceiling and say, "It's Troning time," and just ruin the movie. We'll see. It could be the worst ever. So let me know what you think. I'm mildly concerned, but I'm still gonna go watch it. We'll see. Where's that brick? There's gotta be one of these. Here we go. Let's see what comments we got here. That Lego Kid is here. It's been a while since I've made it to one of your streams. Good to see you, that Lego Kid. Thanks for tuning in. Ooh, you're building the 3-in-1 castle set. Yes, that Lego Kid, you know about this one. You, I believe, have this set. So, yeah, I'm building one of the several copies that I had sealed in my closet because I was wanting something different for the set rotation. It won the poll, so we're building it and having a good time. It's been a fun build so far. We've made a good amount of progress. You can see the gateway over here on this side of the screen. And I'm enjoying it. It's great pieces. Great for building mocks, castles, landscapes, all that jazz. So, excited. And so far we're building what looks like a small well and a little back area of the castle. Nothing too crazy. Little treasure chest with some gold ingots in there. That's how they have the gold standard in the Black Falcon's castle right now. Here we go. Several gemstones going in. Love it. Yeah, you gotta have that treasure chest full of treasure for them to use there. Is there, yeah, bricks underneath there. Gotta guard the treasure from the dragon. I probably won't build the dragon either, because I have 2 terrific Lego set dragons sitting up on my shelf that would work better to play with if I needed to. You have this set, but I modified it to a mock, and I'm animating a stop-motion film with it. Nice, that Lego Kid. That's great. At least it's not a red coat, guys. Yeah, no red coats on this stream. They were in the 12-hour build from a little while ago. So. I'll wait for it on Disney Plus. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I've never heard of dyeing Lego. I've seen it done with Mega, though. Yeah, dyeing Lego pieces. Changing the color by uncanny means. It's interesting. I shall. It looks interesting a little, and I just want to see the red cycles. Yeah, Dark Side Brick Circus, I think for the special effects, we will not be disappointed. But for plot, I'm still not sure. I'm a little worried. But we'll see. Hopefully it's terrific. Hopefully it blows the doors off of all people's expectations and everyone has a great time. So I'm hoping that is the case. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, it's a little forge or grill here. It's not a well. I thought it was going to be a well. I guess they don't need a well if they're in a lake. Or is this the ocean? I'm guessing this is a lake. We'll see. Yeah, I think this is going to be a forge. Yeah, this is a forge area. Interesting. So the former pirate became a blacksmith and decided to take up smithing. That works. having just built a forge a few months ago with my dwarven forge, this is, technically it's a forge. Let's see. I'm trying not to be critical. I'm dunking on the forge. They have to do something on the inside of the castle. It can't just be empty. That would be boring. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hold on. Interesting way to make the anvil. I actually kind of like that connection. Is that light bluish gray? It is. There we go. You got the sword just affixed to the anvil there. Just snapped right on. Might be some sort of hammer mechanism about to be put in here. We'll find out. Yep, hammer. They've always got have a little hammer in these sets for forging the sword into shape. So, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Perfect. There we go. Okay, putting down some more slopes here. Make sure there's no comments that are missing. Hayden Thomas is here. Good to see you, Hayden. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Mark. Glad to catch a live stream again. Nice shirt. Makes me wonder what a Time Cruiser's 12-hour build could look like. Oh my goodness. It could look like anything you want because they could visit any time, any place, with any era. That'd be pretty wild. Be interesting if you had a Time Cruiser's 12-hour build set in like modern Friends. You have like Timmy and Dr. Cyber running out and they're like, wow, everyone looks so different. I think we've stumbled into an alternate reality. That'd be crazy. It'd be so much fun. But yeah, glad you like the shirt. Available on markofowith.com, by the way. That Lego kid said, I wish I had a cool Lego dragon. I've been trying to make a custom one, but I'm struggling with the head and I'm clueless with the wings. Dragons are really hard to build, that Lego kid. Even if you've been building brick-built creatures for a while, they can be really challenging. I would highly encourage you to check out that Creator Dragon set that they came out with, that green one. It's really nice. I built that one not too long ago. It's relatively affordable. So yeah, you can't go wrong with that one. And especially if you were to buy that one, maybe modify it. That's what I would encourage you to do. Has all the pieces ready to go. The wings are super strong. There is the fun of building your own dragon though, so I get it. So there is a well later on. Okay, gotcha. That Lego kid. Yeah, this is the forge. I was assuming that it was a well. There is a creator set called Medieval Dragon that is, in my opinion, the coolest non-Ninjago dragon they made, excluding D&D. Yes, Lucas, that I beat me to it. I was talking about that very set. Great set. I've seen it too, but I don't have it. Maybe that Lego kid, you can get it for Christmas coming up. We'll see. Honored to have a purple members brick now. Hey, Hayden, there you go. Congratulations. It's still out. Last I checked for 60 USD. Yeah, I think that Lego kid would have to pay in AUD, Australian dollars, but yeah. Let's see. A pirate turned blacksmith named Till Werner. Exactly, Anselm. I think that's the lore for this character. This little guy right here. He's a pirate that has decided to become more, honest living. Become a blacksmith. He got tired of roving the seven seas and wanted to settle down. The Black Falcons didn't know of his piratical past and hired him on the spot. Is this in the right place? Yes, it looks like it's in the right place. Probably. Okay. I did this in the wrong order. Okay. Let's do that. And then this. Am I too low? Yeah, I'm too low. I'm one brick too low. Let's try this again. I was wondering why that wasn't working. I'm jumping the gun. I'm moving 3 steps ahead of where I actually am. I'll do that first here. Here we go. Let's get a 1x3 brick right there. 1x2 brick here and here. 1x2, there you go. 1x6. After some other bricks here. And 3 1x3 bricks on the end. Make a little more progress. We've only got 10 minutes left, so we will not be finishing the set tonight, but we made, I'm pretty happy with the progress. We did pretty good. Got about, I'd say at least half the set done. Maybe a tiny bit more. Not a bad evening of building. Because we've had a fun time with this, I think we'll save what's left of this set for another time. And we'll come back to it and build it at some point. There we go. Got a little spinny doohickey. You can use the little hammer feature. I mean, they're trying to get as many play features as possible, I guess. You can't just have the minifigure hold the hammer and imagine he's hitting the sword. Oh well, that's fine. I'm not gonna dunk on it too much. I'm not gonna give it too hard time. This is an afterthought to the main area of the set, which we've already constructed. So. Where's there? Oh no. What am I looking for? There it is. I think the best minifigure element we've gotten in the set so far is the lore for the pirate, who is now, you know, a respectable blacksmith after his cruise in the Caribbean. Is the Lego Castle and Lego Pirate universes in the same physical plane of existence? Probably. We'll assume so. Let's read the comments. Oh, Kai says, the 3-in-1s are always good, at least for parts. I just got the pirate ship as I finally saw a decent sale on it. It's supposed to retire at the end of the year. Yeah, the 3-in-1 original pirate ship, that one has been around for so long. But yeah, it's a pretty good set, for sure. Will Turner reference? Yeah, I think so. Till Werner. Parts of the Caribbean. I would imagine that's what Ansem was referring to, that Lego kit. Lorem says, I've been passing that dragon up over and over again. It's a really good set, Lorem. I thought it was a good deal and a good build. My friend Aaron Newman designed it, and he does the best dragons, for sure. So, Ansem says, the medieval dragon looks pretty big, even next to the Lioness Castle. It's big enough to step on this castle. It's huge, but I think if you're making a full-blown dragon, might as well make it big, right? They're supposed to be large. Most medieval dragons are presented as, at least fantasy dragons are presented as pretty big. Medieval dragons in like manuscripts are presented as like little snakes. They're not really that giant. They're like maybe horse-sized. So, how big is it compared to your 3-in-1? We can actually go grab it really quick, the Lego kit. If you got time, we can. Let me go grab it and we'll look at it real quick because we've only got 7 minutes left, and I'm just puttering at this point. Let me grab it for you real quick. I'm back. Here we go. So, there's the Creator 3-in-1 Dragon, which is a really, really good build. You can see the wings just spread out and close. The wings almost look feather-like, which is interesting. But yeah, compared to the size of the castle, it's actually not bad. It seems about right. Like, it's just a big, you know, attacking presence for the castle. And they're like, oh no! Till Werner! Defend! Get us some new swords to defend the castle. Yeah, this is great. This is perfect. Let's see if he can, yeah, there we go. Oh no, he got the blacksmith! See? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think that's perfect scale for it. I may actually keep this set together for a little bit so I can test and see if it's the same like play scale as the new Creator Castle, Creator 3-in-1 Castle, the Horse Knight Castle, because this one seems about the right size for the dragon. Does the dragon hold up to the new one? Is the new one smaller, not as well defined as this one? Is Lego already starting to drop the ball on Lego Castle sets after only bringing back 3 or 4 of them? We'll find out. Yeah, I'll keep it together a little bit longer just because it's fun and because I want to test out that theory. Now I need to get the Horse Knight Castle and order it. So, yeah, the dragon works pretty well for that. So, Rest in peace, Till. Yeah, Till. I think this guy's name is now Till Werner. And he's the local blacksmith. I'm going to keep this figure together now just because of how much fun we've had with it. So, Morgan says, gotta run. See ya. Take care, Morgan. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Good to see you. Have you seen the Thieves of Tortuga on Bricklink? Same designers, the Castle for Stronghold. Pirates and Castle go together like PB&J. There you go. I didn't know they were the same designer, though. That's cool. I know that the Bricklink designer program, for a while, it seemed like the same couple designers are getting their sets through, and good for them. Most people forget medieval times wasn't just in Europe. Japan had a cool medieval presence. Exactly. Animals are always tricky. Practice makes perfect. Try prototyping with random colors first if you don't have enough correct ones. Yeah, animals are pretty tricky for sure. But the sets are good these days. You really can't go wrong with that dragon. So, all right. We're caught up on steps on the instructions. We'll keep moving. There we go. Oh, we got a little archery target for them to use outside the castle. That'll work. How many more minutes? We still got 5 minutes left, so just a few minutes left on the stream. Get a few more pieces down. Maybe finish this bag out. We've still got a little bit left here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, we need to put a brick beneath that. Here we go. Turn it around. Put some more pieces down. Here we go. Wow, that's cool. I have a similar technique for the tail with the ball joints. Yeah, they've used the little mixel joints for the tail, but it's very secure the way they've done it. So, very good job with designing the set. So. Building a little armor stand now. Put a little suit of armor up there. That could be something for Till to work on. There we go. Nice. That goes right here next to the treasure chest. Does Till have this? So now that I think about it, the former pirate is right next to where they keep all the treasure. So I think Till Werner still has a huge stash of treasure that maybe this is his castle. I don't know. Maybe he's a retired pirate turned blacksmith who owns this castle. He's actually the local lord now because he bought the whole castle from the Black Falcons. I don't know. There's a lot of things to think about now. How does the lore set up for this? Oh, this is a little too close there. There we go. Gotta make a little stairs. How is this going to connect to the rest of the castle is what I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Caught up on bricks at this point. Got a little pillar in the center. There we go. There we go. Dark gray, inverted slope. Oh, no. Light gray slope. Dark tan plate. Dark bluish gray slope. There we go. Reddish brown brick. Very nice. Can I please send you my stop motion film of this set? Not finished yet, and I haven't added any sound effects either. You're welcome to the Lego Kid. I think you got my email, so I'd be happy to check it out. Anselm says, Grump J, some people do still count the old ninja theme as a spin-off of Castle. I could kind of see that. I could see that being categorized more into the Castle theme than the Ninjago, for example. But it is kind of its own thing, too. So, hey, I'm back. Did y'all miss me? Oh, sorry, Lauren. We were busy having the dragon attack the castle briefly, so that was pretty fun. But glad you're back. Hey, Lauren, you missed the lore. Yes, we were talking about Till Werner the former pirate turned blacksmith, possibly the owner of the castle, based on the fact that the treasure is in his blacksmith shop. He has a huge hoard of treasure, if that's actually his, which it seems like it is. So yeah, lots of lore was dropped. Yeah, we're still talking about the pirate, pretty much. Yeah, you didn't miss much. It's a pretty simple live stream, Laura. So. Ooh, Castle Set 1. Yes, Cross Everyone Customs. Castle Set 1. We've had a lot of fun. We broke out the dragon. We were having fun with the pirate figure and creating a backstory for him. So yeah, good times for sure. I count Old Ninja as Castle. It's my most nostalgic Lego set. Old Ninja, I think, does fit in Lego Castle for sure. Yeah. Okai says, you might be onto something. The box does show Till strutting through the gate like he owns one. Yeah, that is true. He's on the box. Front and center. He actually holds a torch like he's like, hey, who woke me up from my nap? That's great. That's awesome. And there is a well later on. You're right, that Lego kid. Well, I said I was going to try and finish the bricks, but we are now a minute past 2 hours, so we're probably going to call it a night here. But we'll save these pieces. I'll put them in a little Ziploc bag, and then we'll set this aside where we're at right now. And we'll build this in another stream in a couple weeks, once I get back from the next two conventions. Because we did a stream this weekend, but I'll be in Orlando next weekend. And then the weekend after that, I'll be in Nashville. Then we'll have a couple weeks, and we'll get back to this and some sorting. So keep an eye out for those streams in the future. And eventually, there'll be a Helldivers video and a Spyrus video. And hopefully, more Castle, some Elves, Friends, Belleville. We wanted to do Galador and Nexonites one day, so keep an eye out for all those build projects eventually. But yeah, we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. It was a great stream. Had a lot of fun. Made a potentially mundane set a more entertaining experience by chatting with you guys. So appreciate you all tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like on your way out. That really helps the video and the channel. And if you're not already, go ahead and consider subscribing, because we do this pretty much every weekend when we're able to. And sometimes we'll even do live streams from conventions, which are a great time. So yeah, everyone have a great rest of your evening. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.